So hi, welcome to the Good Noise Podcast. I'm Shane,
I'm Glory.
and we're here with.
Sam from Short Fictions.
All right, some questions today about their upcoming album, Every Moment of Every Day. So congrats on that, by the way. How do you feel about the response to the announcement so far?
It's been good. People are hype on it. There's a few people at publications who have already heard it and are talking about how good it is, which is excellent. I love to hear
We
that.
are one of those people that have heard it. Album's
Let's
pretty good.
go.
Album's good, yeah.
Sweet. Thank you so much.
Of course.
Of course. So is there any meaning behind the album title or cover art?
So album title is a lyric from one of the songs, which is the first time I've done that, interestingly. But yeah, it's from Don't Start a Band. I think with the lyric it's like everything just fills me with envy, always feel like my world is ending every moment of every day. And it kind of, it's about when you have a feeling of impending doom all the time.
Yeah.
And then the cover, we have a friend, Sean O'Connor, and he's an incredible artist. It's insane. And he does like these kind of like fantastic works that look like Pittsburgh if you dreamt it. And so I was like, I need you to do the cover for this album. And here I sent like a picture from like my neighborhood to be like, this is kind of what I'm going for. And he was like this, and sent the full album art done in one day.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was insane. He's insane.
That's nuts.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
So can you tell us a little bit about your writing process for this album?
That's a good question. Wow, it's been so long now. I'm trying to remember all that way back. A handful. Well, let's see. Yeah. All right, let me think about this for a second.
Okay.
I don't know. I wrote a lot of these songs during the pandemic, so it's kind of a blur.
Yeah, fair enough.
That's fair.
Yeah,
that's
that was
valid.
a weird time. Yeah. There's one song on it that was written in the Fate's Worse Than Death era, and we just never recorded it. So that's a transfer over. And yeah, other than that, there's really no rhyme or reason to my writing process. It just, you sit down and whatever comes out, comes out. And I think the last record was a lot more chaotic. I think I was feeling more chaotic. And this record's a little more structured because I don't know. I was like, let's do a pop shift. We just come off tour with Origami Angel, and I was listening to them a whole lot. So I was like, I was in a more pop oriented mood.
Yeah.
I love Gami
Sure.
so much.
Straight up, so good.
Yeah. So I want you to tell us your favorite lyric off this album and the meaning behind it.
So I really like the one that I just mentioned,
Mhm.
every moment of every day, because that's kind of the central theme. There's a song on it that's like not really my favorite song. Let's see. It's it's like the third track, and it's kind of like harping on the idea of like devoting your life to a capitalist society. And it's like, all I do is give my time to corporations, and I know I'm going to die alone. What I want is to give more power to the people, et cetera, et cetera. And that one I like thematically. It's not my favorite song, but I think the lyrical content I like the best.
That's a good lyric, yeah.
It's a very good lyric.
So how'd the track list for the album come about? Did you rate the opener be the opener, closer be the closer? Did you shuffle around, see what fits? What was that process like?
Yeah, it's hard to say. I definitely didn't write them like in order or like with any intent. I think the opening song, I like to have like a strong opener. Last album's opener is like so fucking long, and this one kind of similar feeling. My favorite band. This is a reveal, an Easter egg reveal. Okay. But one of my favorite bands ever is the Brave Little Abacus, and their first album starts with a real slow opener, and then their next album opens with like kind of a more upbeat opener. And so I was like, wait, what if I did that for our last album and our next album? And that'll be like an homage to my favorite band.
Oh, hell yeah.
And then the closer is, I like to have a strong closer too. And then another Easter egg reveal is
Oh.
the outro riff on the last song is the same as the intro riff on the first song. So
Oh shit.
Oh,
That's sick.
I love when bands do that.
Yeah.
That's so
yeah,
cool.
yeah. And then everything else is just to the middle. So
Fair enough.
That's fair. That's valid. So, would you be able to tell us where your headspace is at while you're creating this record? I know you mentioned you wrote the majority of it in the pandemic. If you could just go a bit more in depth than that, that would be awesome.
Yeah. So let's see. It was kind of like I write like the basis of the songs and then I kind of like hash them out more thoroughly. So I think I had like most of the album written going into the pandemic. And then like when we hit the time to record, it was like when the songs really like I wrote all the lyrics and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And so we actually recorded the album like twice and then we scrapped it and then started again. So,
What?
Yeah.
Wait, so why did you scrap it? Did it just not hit?
Yeah, it was like we recorded it at home, which was kind of like what we were used to doing. And then I was like, let's wait until the pandemic's over and then we'll release it because I don't want to like try to promote it when we can't tour or anything.
Yeah.
And then after a while, I was like, well, you know, this pandemic's not going to end anytime soon. So what if we scrape some money together and go re-record it in a studio? And then that way I'll feel a little more satisfied with it. So that's what we ended up doing.
Fair enough.
Okay. Yeah, that's valid.
So how do you recommend your fans to listen to this album for the first time? Should they do it in the car with friends, in the dark with headphones on? Is it a workout album, party album? What do you personally recommend?
I love to listen to music like in my car with the windows down on a hot summer's day.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
So I recommend that. And the other thing that I recommend is if you can go on Bandcamp and like download it.
Yeah.
Because the engineer that we worked with, Adam, and I don't know how to say his last name. So if you're hearing this, Adam, I'm sorry. It's like Shikokchi or something. He produced
Shiko something or other. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah.
Shikochi, yeah. He produced a few songs for like The World Is a Beautiful Place and a lot of other awesome bands. So the dynamics on this album go crazy, and then Spotify kind of like robs it of that. So I recommend listening in your car on Bandcamp or download the files.
Okay. All right.
Perfect. Love that. So this one should be super, super quick. Off the top of your head, I want you to describe this album for new listeners in 3 words. No more, no less.
Straight banger, baby.
Fuck yeah.
Perfect. Yeah. That's perfect.
All right. So in that same train of thought, is there a certain feeling or emotion you want your listeners to have while going through the album?
I want people to be stoked because there's a lot of like jammers on it. I want them to have fun with it, but there's also like some introspective ass songs. There's like I said, there's like 2 like what I would consider like proletariat anthems. So I want you to be happy, but also charged.
All right.
Yeah.
Respect that.
So what is your favorite memory that you made while creating this record?
Let's see. Well, so when we went to the studio, it was in Highland Park, New Jersey. It's called Mount Moon. And me and Ryan, the drummer, went there during the pandemic. So we weren't technically like even like legally allowed to be there, but it was like pretty chill. So, yeah. And they like let us sleep in the studio. Justin Kalake, again, I'm not sure how to say last name. So apologies, but he recorded it, engineered it, and he's awesome. So he let us sleep in the studio. So there was like 4 days where we were just posted up in a studio and like recording all day and playing like GTA all night and getting snacks from GoPuff. So that was really fun.
That's sick. Like that.
That's a good memory.
Yeah. So picture this: you're on tour. You're at a gas station for a rest stop. What is your snack of choice?
Ooh, I used to always get hot dogs
from the gas station.
We're gonna have to talk about this. What the fuck?
And then now that the more we tour, I treat myself a little bit better now. So it's hard to like try to stay not even like healthy on the road, but just like healthy enough that you're not like constipated and want to die.
Yeah.
So let me think. Like I usually get Kind bars because they're really high in fiber, or like those like it's like Larry and Kenny's cookies. They're also really high in fiber.
Mhm.
I try to eat a lot of fiber on the road and also just in my regular life because
Yeah.
Fair enough.
tour makes your body feel not good.
Yeah. I'd like to unpack the hot dog thing for a second. What made you like jump into that, and why do you still do that?
Oh, what I love hot dogs, and I have a credit card where it's like you get 4% cash back every time you buy something from a gas station. So I
Mhm.
would spend like $50 filling up the tank,
Yeah.
and then I would use the cash back money to get hot dogs from the Speedway. They were 2 for $3, so every time
No,
you
it's
fill up the
fair.
tank, I get free hot dogs essentially.
Yeah. Okay. I respect that. I
Yeah.
I, I respect that. You know, I had a gas station hot dog myself a month ago. God, I don't know how long it was ago, but it was this year. And didn't have a good time because it was a hamburger hot dog. Have you heard of
Oh yeah,
those?
I've had those. They're not ideal.
Not good. Not good. So I might need to just try again because if
Yeah,
you're having them, I might have to try it again.
Speedway has the better hot dog. 7-Eleven's a little hit and miss.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So on the topic of food, if the band was a dish, what dish would the band be?
Ooh, that's a good question. I have no idea. Like a gumbo maybe.
Ooh.
Okay.
Because we all bring a unique flavor to the table.
Mhm.
Put it all together, and you got a delicious gumbo.
Okay.
Perfect.
I respect that.
Love it.
So for the last couple of questions, we're going to shift away from music and go straight to death row.
Boom.
So if you're on death row, what would your last meal be with a drink?
Ooh, probably mapo tofu. That's like one of my faves.
Ooh.
And then drink. I feel like I would probably want it to be something alcoholic because
Yeah.
loosen my nerves of death.
Fair
I'm
enough.
gonna say, let's say, a frosty tall boy of Iron City Light.
Okay. All right.
Perfect. So if you could live in one fictional world for a week, where would you live?
Damn. Let's see. Fictional world.
Mhm.
I don't know. I would live in like the United States, but minus like capitalism.
That's a fictional world.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely a fictional
Okay.
world.
Because I like Pittsburgh. I like living here, but yeah, life can be hard sometimes through no fault of our own.
All right. I respect that. So I have the honor of asking the last question, and every single person that we've spoken to have said that it is the most important question. What's your favorite color?
Ooh, see, that is a tricky one too.
Yes.
I'm really fond of pink, like a pastel pink.
Yeah, that's a good color.
Yeah. And I also like black a lot. Black, just works with everything.
Mhm.
But some people would say that it's technically not a color.
Gloria says
Yes.
that I don't.
I am
Yeah.
said person. Yeah,
Yeah. So I'll say pink.
Okay.
that's good. Nice pastel
Sounds good.
pink.
Yeah.
So as I said, that's all the questions we have today. Is there anything that you would like to plug?
The new album by Short Fictions. That's all I have to plug. Comes out June 24th on Lauren Records. Keep your eyes and ears open.
Hell yeah.
Awesome.
All right. Well, thank you for now. This has been Sam from Short Fictions, and we have been the Good Noise Podcast.